When Ange Postecoglou came to Celtic, everyone in the media said, Ange who? When you look at the record that Ange Postecoglou has as a manager, we go back and we can look at what he's won over the years as a football manager. He started out with the Australian under-17s. He won the championships with them in 2000, 2001, 2003 and the 2004-05 season. He then moved on to the Champions League winner with South Melbourne. He won that in 98-99. He's not a young manager, is he? Especially winning the Champions League with South Melbourne. And then with the champions, the Australians under-20s in 2001, he won the championship with them, and on various other years. And then the Australian champions, he was champions of Brisbane Roar, and twice, South Melbourne twice, and then Yokohama in the Chinese League, Yokohama F Marinos. And then he came to Celtic. But before that, with Australia, he was the Asian Cup winner. The Asian Cup winner. That's their version of the Euros. And he won that in 2014-2015. And then he came to Celtic. And at Celtic, he won the Scottish League Cup twice in the 21-22 season and the 22-23 season. And in 22-23, he also won the Scottish Cup. And he won the league twice in Scotland also, in the 21 season, 22 and 22-23 before he left. Now this was Ange whilst he was manager of Celtic.
I do apologise, the sound volume is too low, I cannot hear. Could you please speak closer to the mic? Thank you. I'm sorry.
Can you just, instead of telling me what to do, can you just keep things really short so we can all get through and go out? Yeah?
I'll try.
That was Ange at his best. That was Ange Postecoglou at his best. Taking no nonsense from the media and just making sure that everyone knew that he was in control.
Okay, then just don't correct me, please, okay?
That's a man that knows what he's talking about. It's a man that knows what he wants to get across to the media, and it does not take fools lightly. Something that we hadn't seen in Scottish football since maybe, let me think, I would go say Gordon Strachan was probably the last one who was to be so dominant and forthcoming with the media.
Keep things civil. So as I said, the performance was, did you hear that okay? Yeah, thank you.
And the sarcasm that come with the man also is something. But if you look at his health, and that's the real main focus on this video, if you look at the health of Ange Postecoglou here, he's got a nice tan and he's looking healthy, maybe carrying a few extra pounds, as his missus did say at the time, and wearing his jumper to keep on warm in Scotland, which became a thing, even though he never wore jumpers in his whole managerial career before. But when you look at the health of the manager,
obviously the result is not reflective of that.
He looks absolutely fine. He does look fine. And when you look at him when he went to Spurs, still looking healthy.
Yeah, great people, great manager, great staff, great footballers, unbelievable club. And I watched the game and I know, because I've experienced how they would have felt at that final whistle and then going back to Celtic Park late at night.
And going back to Celtic Park, he has lots of fond memories. And if you look at him earlier on in the season, talking obviously about the win that Celtic had under the new manager Brendan Rodgers, but if you look at him, he's still quite healthy.
It's a pretty special place, and credit to them. It was a difficult year for sure for Brendan and the guys, but when it mattered, when it counted, they stood up and couldn't be happier for everyone here.
Yeah, couldn't be happier. They couldn't be happier. And then you look at Ange Postecoglou this weekend. If you look at him as a man, he looks withdrawn. He looks as if he's lost a bit of weight. He looks as if he's aged around about 10 years. What have Spurs done to Ange Postecoglou? And it's not just Ange Postecoglou. When you look at the history of Spurs managers over the years, Ange Postecoglou is only one of the recent managers that he's, fair enough, he's seen more games than some of his previous occupants of the manager's seat in the dugout at Spurs, but there's not many managers get over 100 games at Spurs. So is it a Spurs thing? What is wrong with Spurs? Tell me in the comments. If you're a Spurs fan, what has really gone wrong with Ange's time there? Considering the injuries that he does have, he looks a broken man.
Obviously first half we just really struggled to get into the game, and that gave sort of Everton some momentum, and gave ourselves a mountain to climb.
That looks a broken man to me. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up, and I shall see you on the next one.